Hello everyone, this is Crypto Maximalist. Welcome back to another video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and get involved if you like the content. So we're just taking a look at Chainlink here. As we can see on this chart, looking like we have broken out of this very key level of resistance we've been stuck under for a long time here. These are the kinds of things that you do want to be seeing, especially with such low volume and interest in crypto at the minute. Obviously, over the past 6 months, really, ever since we made this low down here for Chainlink at around May, we've just been chopping sideways. Not really much has been happening. We've essentially created this range that we've talked about, before now. We made that low, high, low, to retest the low, retest the high, and then we started chopping it up in the middle of the range here. Basically, things starting to coil up into a bit of a smaller region like this, you would say, forming a smaller range within the range. But you would say, a lot of cryptocurrencies at the minute, they're starting to do the right things, aren't they, to have a bit of a rally to the upside, at least to retest the top of the range again for most cryptos. You can see for Chainlink specifically here, we have been stuck under a resistance for a long time. Resistance here again. But then we did finally see ourselves break out of it over the past few weeks. This is the daily time frame, by the way. You can see here, resistance, and then we break out, support, flipping that previous resistance into support here as we break out. As you can see that here, breaking out and then back testing here, and now looking like we have had a little bit of a move back up to the upside here, with Bitcoin heading up over the past few days as well. We're getting above our EMAs again for Chainlink, which is something that you do want to see for a potential move to the upside. And as we've been saying, we are predicting over the next few weeks, we're probably going to see ourselves come up and test that level up at around $9.5, $10 at the top of the range, we would say. So realistically, Chainlink is doing everything that it needs to do, really. Obviously, the overall market is probably going to be dictated by what Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin rolls, Chainlink rolls. If Bitcoin rallies, Chainlink's probably going to rally. But as you can see, a lot of crypto is doing what they need to do here. We've really had a long period of consolidation now, haven't we, over the last 6 or 7 months, really. And you can see in bear markets, traditionally, you do see, cryptos come down. Altcoins tend to drop 90 to 95%. You can see to that low there. For Chainlink, we essentially dropped exactly 90% before we had a rally off that low. And since then, we have been consolidating, having a bit of a move off the downside, which is interesting to see. A lot of altcoins down 90 or 95% from their all-time high now, which does tend to be the amount that they do tend to roll over before we do have that, extended consolidation, kind of, that bit where everyone gets bored in the bear market before, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, maybe in a few months, you have that, big move to the upside again and get back into a bull market. Obviously, no one can predict the future. We've got no idea what's going on. We just have to go essentially with what happens. But from what we can see on the technicals, Chainlink doing everything that it needs to do. You can obviously see as we came down here, there's all these huge bullish divergences on the MACD. The momentum to the downside getting pretty exhausted, and you can see here ever since then we've really just been chopping sideways, haven't we? If we just take a look at our Fibonacci as well, let me get my magnet tool so this can be really accurate. From that high there all the way down to the low, you can see we've got targets here on our Fibonacci. We're essentially looking at, I'm dragging this from the high of the previous bull market down to this low that we currently have down here. And you can see very clearly, let me take the magnet off again now, that we've actually come up, we've come down, we've made our low, we've come back up, we're stuck under our 023 Fibonacci, aren't we, at the top of the range. We come back down, resistance here, support, we come back up. We can't break it, can we? And it coincides with that resistance as well. But looking like now we have broken out that resistance, you've got to come back up and test your Fibonacci level again at around that 023 level, haven't you? So ultimately, as we said, Chainlink doing everything that it needs to do, everything looking pretty fine. And we do think our next target is going up and basically, going up and testing that level at around that 420 level, that's a 920 level, sorry. That 920 level there, heading up towards, we're looking at that $10 level at the top of the range as well. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to check out the links in the description below to support the channel. Grab yourself some free money bonuses, and we'll see you in the next video.